This is TWiT.
Tech Break is brought to you by our friends at IT Pro TV, now called ACI Learning. From CompTIA, Cisco, and Microsoft to security and cloud fundamentals, your team can master it all with IT Pro from ACI Learning. TWiT listeners can receive up to 65% off an IT Pro Enterprise Solution Plan. Based on your team's size, you'll receive a properly quoted discount tailored to your needs. Visit go.acilearning.com/twit today. You look good.
I like your everything is on fire plush animal.
Oh, thank you.
Back there. Yeah.
Oh, he has the
gift from my daughter.
That's the This Is Fine dog. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
He's sitting there with his wide eyes. I love that. So, is everything fine? Is that true?
Yeah, let's kick it off with an easy question.
Yeah, right.
What are you most worried about with the election upcoming in terms of disinformation?
So a couple of things. I mean, we've seen a retreat by the platforms on their enforcement of their rules. So what's happened
You
since
can actually now on Facebook, this is one of our stories, you can now say the election was rigged. They say, oh, it's
not
free
just
speech.
say it. You can not just say it, you can advertise it.
Yeah. Which is baffling.
You could buy an
Baffling
ad
decision.
that says the 2020 election was rigged or stolen. They were banning that. They've now said, no, that's free speech.
Right. You've been able to say it on Facebook. You had the possibility of being labeled, but you were not able in the last cycle to advertise that. And I think this is a huge mistake by Meta. I would not be shocked if they change their mind here, because I and many other people see speech that you're paying to amplify as having the least free expression concerns and the most editorial responsibility for the platform. So if you're giving Facebook to show your message to people who did not want to see it, then that has the most responsibility for them to make some kind of editorial decision. And I think it was totally appropriate for them to say, we're not going to let you use our incredible targeting, our advertising platform, our ability to reach millions of people, and to pay us to amplify this message. So I think that's a huge mistake. But it's also what we've seen elsewhere. I mean, Twitter's a complete disaster. They have eliminated the teams that do any of this. While a bunch of the rules are still in the books, the teams don't exist. So it doesn't really matter what the rules are if they're not enforcing them. And it's clear that Twitter has now been taken over by large botnets, by professional troll farms, both automated and manual, where large numbers of accounts. If any search for any term related to the Hamas-Israel conflict, and you will find the same content posted over and over again by one side or the other from a bunch of blue check mark accounts. So Twitter's fallen back. YouTube seems to be backing off a little bit. Effectively, there's been a politicization of what happened in 2020, and that has been effective in making the companies feel like they might get in political trouble if they enforce their rules, and so they are backing off.
And of course, the government now has decided, well, we can't really talk about disinformation to social networks because we keep getting heat from Republicans over that. So they've just decided not to unilaterally.
Yeah.
I guess the real question is, how effective is this kind of disinformation? Do people really see an ad on Facebook that says the election was rigged and go, oh, I've learned something today?
Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, I think, again, a number of people, everybody thinks about the presidential election itself, but there's going to be 435 House races. There's 33 Senate races. There's dozens of gubernatorial and other statewide races. And so I think the lack of enforcement is going to be a bigger deal in a situation where a couple 100,000 people are voting and the margin of victory might be 1,000 votes or 2,000 votes. Yes. Does this change what people think about Donald Trump or Joe Biden? I think it's highly unlikely. But could it be these kinds of targeted ads be really effective in local races or in House races? I think they could. When
this stuff is that close. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's we've had a hollowing out of local media, right? So again, if you ran a deep fake of Joe Biden or Donald Trump in the national, as a Super Bowl ad, everybody'd be talking about it. Everybody'd have an opinion. But if you attack a local House incumbent or a challenger on a local TV station, it's quite possible that people who can refute it would never even see it.
But even, okay, maybe Facebook, but Twitter, nobody Does anybody get their news from Twitter or X these days?
I mean, such a small percentage of the population uses Twitter.
Right.
And it's overwhelmingly people in media.
Not to mention now.
So how much influence does a Twitter troll farm have?
That's a great question. And like my personal index here is that, Elon Musk tweeted something nasty about me, very soon after he bought it about a year ago. Yeah. And I got all these death threats and horrible things. I actually got something mailed to my office that I have. I cannot say the words, but it's on my bulletin board here in my office. And he just did it again this last week and nothing. So
that's a good sign.
Telling.
The Alex death threat index is way down versus where it was. Yeah.
Oh, that is really interesting. Yeah, I mean, that's another thing. When we talk about, there's of course a debate now over whether Donald Trump should be gagged or not, and the threats that he's issuing, and what kinds of things he should be allowed to say. And I think people don't understand the power of people like Elon Musk to release the hounds. Yeah, there are people out there now. Whether they're truly dangerous, I don't know. How seriously did you take that, Alex? Did you get armed guards in front of your house?
I did not. I mean, when I was a CSO of Facebook, that
I'm sure
kind of
you
thing
saw a
happened
little bit
multiple
of that.
times.
Yes.
Well, at the time we were dealing with ISIS, which was much scarier.
I take them seriously. Yeah. I'd pay attention to that.
So no, I didn't take it that seriously, but you don't like having your family members threatened. It hurts. Yes. Yeah. So, but what I've seen, which happened to me, is much less than for other people. And there are still accounts on Twitter. Libs of TikTok is one of the examples where they can drive life-destroying levels of harassment, right? Where people can't function, they have to leave their house, they have to leave their job, they have to take leaves of absence because of the level of abuse they're getting. So that's definitely still a possibility. I think it's often in cases where there's repeats that the same person is targeted over and over again, and that then you have a group of people who won't let it go. That's where it becomes a real kind of change to people's lifestyle. And
some of those people we know now, because there have been arrests, are really nuts. I mean, they really are dangerous. They really are a threat. They're not just tweeting. They come to your door. Mm-hmm.